Hello and welcome to another edition of Screen Scene.
Okay, here's what we have planned for you in today's show. Bokeem Woodbine is a young actor who's found success on the big screen by portraying life in urban America. But he has problems with the way the media portrays urban life.
Life in Jamaica is usually surrounded by the white sands and blue ocean. So the last thing you'd expect from that country is a bobsled team, which is the premise of the new Disney film. We'll have a look.
We'll also find out what's new with the Isley Brothers. The group has been around for more than 3 decades and are aiming for 4.
All of this, our Cool Runnings contest, plus a whole lot more, next on Screen Scene.
Hi everyone, I'm McCoo, and thanks so much for joining us today.
And hello, I'm Stribling. And if you're looking for a good movie to see this weekend, it's a good thing you're watching us today, because we'll have our top 10 movie countdown on today's show.
And on our first story today, it deals with a movie, one the producers hope will be in our top 10 movie next year if the film comes out. Houston, Texas is a setting for the new movie being shot by veteran filmmakers George Jackson and Doug McHenry. The Gramercy Pictures feature film is called Jason's Lyrics. We caught up with the men behind the making of the movie during auditions in Houston. Actors who auditioned for Jason's Lyric had good reason to be hopeful. Stars like Wesley Snipes and Blair Underwood saw their careers really take off after appearing in films like New Jack City and Crush Groove, films produced by George Jackson and Doug McHenry. Their latest collaboration is a love story and more.
Jason's Lyric is the story of 2 brothers, an older brother and a younger brother, who have a secret. And these brothers pretty much have grown up by themselves with the help of their mother, and the older brother continually helps the younger brother with his problems. The younger brother is almost like the bad seed, in and out of trouble. And what happens is it's always been them, the older brother helping the younger brother. And he sacrificed his life virtually for that purpose. And then he meets this very special girl named Lyric, and he falls in love. And suddenly he's got to make a strong choice between his younger brother and this love of his life.
Bobby Smith Jr., a Houston native, wrote the script.
I feel like a lot of inner city movies that have come out thus far have always put focus on cities such as LA, Chicago, New York. And I wanted to say that things are happening down here as well, you know, right here in Houston, Texas. And I just hope it puts a face to that.
It's a classic story, as Bobby said, about codependency and love in the inner city, in the ghetto, if you will. And it's a subject matter that not a lot of films have dealt with in the African-American genre.
The film will hit theaters next year and marks the first time in a number of years that Houston is being used for the shooting of a major motion picture.
The film Strapped marked the first time we saw Bokeem Woodbine in a major motion picture. The 19-year-old will also be featured in the upcoming Spike Lee film Crooklyn. This young and talented newcomer feels that Strapped successfully portrayed what life is like for some African Americans living in urban areas. But in our spoken word segment, he talks about how the media can sometimes present their own reality.
You know, most scripts don't do a good job. They make it seem, you know, everything's atypical and formula interpretation of how brothers and sisters live. You know, so it's like when you watch TV, if you're not from at least the city, not even the ghetto, but if you don't even live in the city and you live somewhere away from the city and you watch a lot of television, you know, your mind is naturally going to be, you know, formed into thinking that the type of scenarios they have on television depicting black life in the ghetto is realistic when it's not. No, of course there's a crisis. What it is, though, is that it has to do a lot with the mentality, and not just, you know, the mentality of the quote-unquote inner-city black youth. You know, what it is, it's a lot deeper than that. There's a mentality of, you know, people who are so, you know, fed with the media's depiction of how it is that they've developed a cavalier attitude. You know, they've developed a callous kind of attitude like, oh, well, you know, you live in New York and Red Hook projects in Brooklyn, forget it.
Although Bokeem's face is new to many, we're sure you'll be seeing a lot more of him in the future.
And coming up next, entertainment reporter Kathy Andrews is on special assignment. So Angela and I will give you the screen scene news buzz.
And we'll also give you the scoop on the South African film Bopa. Now, we've seen all the advertisements on television, but what's the real deal? Well, before she left, Kathy gave us the real deal on the movie, and we'll share it with you.
And are you looking for a good movie to watch this weekend? We'll have the top 10 most popular films for this week when Screen Scene returns.
If you like nutty, you'll love nutty-up. Milk chocolate peanut-y-up. A nutty-up bar for nutty times. Mr. Goodbar.
A new job, a new apartment, and a new Escort GT. Let's freeze this moment in time.
Introducing the new 93 quality line of Ford Escorts.
The woman of my dreams came with a kid and a dog. Lucky for me, I got a new Escort wagon.
With 3 women in the house, it's impossible to agree on anything except our new Escort sedan.
No wonder Escort's the best-selling small car in America. Don't you think it's time you discovered why?
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Fly. That's the word, my brothers. Fly. Soar where the eagles don't go. Expand your points of view. It's what you think, how you look, and what you do. Fly guys use S-Curl texturizer for men. It brings out your natural wave pattern the way you want, for any style you want. It's what's in your head and what's on top. It's aiming high and getting your props. Don't be content with ground zero. Fly.
He's a cop who's reached his boiling point, and the only rights he wants to read them are their last. And that is that. Wesley Snipes, Dennis Hopper, Boiling Point. Look for it on video cassette.
A puzzle. With so many stomach remedies around, how do you know which you can take for heartburn? And for diarrhea? And for upset stomach? You take Pepto-Bismol to relieve most any common stomach problem, heartburn, upset stomach, and diarrhea. So who needs anything else? That is a puzzle. Pepto-Bismol's the only one you need.
So the idea hits me, chicken sounds good. I head for Long John, something tells me I should. For $1.99, I hear a voice say, the fish, chicken, and fries will blow you away. So if you think of chicken, you gotta go fish. At Long John Silver's, you're gonna get your wish.
Is anyone new coming into my life? Is he ever coming back?
Where is that other person in my life?
There is someone for you, very close and coming soon, but you have to be ready.
Call 1-900-420-2228 for personal guidance, live one-on-one with actual psychic advisors.
I can help you find that special person, and if you call now, I'll send you my special love oil potion at no extra charge.
That's 1-900-420-2228. The charge for this call is $3.95 per minute, adults only.
How Mr. Sullivan eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, since 1932, it's the same thing. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Such a nibbler.
You're next, my dear.
Oh.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
After all the recent controversy surrounding singer Michael Jackson, the king of pop has decided to take it easy. Swiss newspaper reports say Jackson arrived at Elizabeth Taylor's mountain cabin on Monday night. They've also published photos of him in town shopping with 2 boys. Jackson's next concert is October 5th in Caracas, Venezuela. And the Jacksons aren't the only family who can sing. The Isley brothers say setting goals is what enabled them to stay in the music industry for more than 3 decades. They say once they achieve success, they just keep setting their sights on the next album or the next tour. The Isley brothers released their first single in 1962 and currently have a new live album out. And Bill Cosby is urging his alma mater to tackle bigotry on campus head on. Speaking at a University of Massachusetts conference on racism, he told faculty and students to be more tolerant of other races, but less tolerant of bigots. The school is currently trying to improve race relations on its 5 campuses as a result of recent racial riots and protests.
Director Spike Lee says too many movies about blacks focus on drugs and violence. He urges that this is not the only African-American experience. Lee's upcoming movie, Crooklyn, is a story based loosely on his own youth. It's a film about family, not urban crime. Crooklyn is tentatively set for release next summer. But if you're planning on going to the movies this weekend, then you'll definitely have a long list of exciting films to choose from. Here's a preview of the most popular films from the past weekend. Man Without a Face takes our number 10 spot in the top 10 countdown. Starring Mel Gibson, this film is a moving story about a young boy and the lessons he learned under the guidance of a town outcast. Coming in at number 9 is The Joy Luck Club. This drama explores the relationships between Chinese Americans and their immigrant parents. And can you believe Jurassic Park is still holding on in our countdown? At number 8, this extraordinary dinosaur film from Universal Pictures has surely proved itself at the box office. Kathleen Turner and Dennis Quaid star in our number 7 pick, Undercover Blues. It's a romantic action comedy about a married couple who play undercover spies. Warlock, The Armageddon, took 6th place over the weekend, earning $1.7 million at the box office. Julian Sands stars in this supernatural thriller as the evil warlock who returns to Earth to free the devil. The Age of Innocence comes in 5th with a gross of $4.8 million. Set in the late 1800s, this romantic drama stars Michelle Pfeiffer and Daniel Day-Lewis. Bruce Willis portrays a patrol cop pursuing a serial killer in striking distance. With a weekend gross of $5 million, it comes in at number 4. Coming in 3rd place is The Fugitive. This Warner Brothers film stars Harrison Ford, who portrays a doctor desperately searching for his wife's killer. The Program came in 2nd with $6.8 million. Omar Epps portrays Darnell Jefferson, a college football player who experiences victory but not without sacrifice. And rounding out our countdown in 1st place is The Good Son. It earned $12.5 million. Macaulay Culkin stars as a seemingly normal-loving child with a deadly sense of play. Well, take your pick from emotional dramas to action-packed thrillers. There's sure to be a movie out that fits your liking.
And still ahead, entertainment reporter Kathy Andrews went to see the film Bopa and will let you know if you should do the same.
And then later, it's our Cool Runnings contest, where you can win prizes just for knowing when the Jamaican bobsled team competed in the Olympics. Think about that, and we'll see you on the other side of this commercial break.
A new look, impossible to resist. The rush of a powerful V6 engine, superb control and handling, even the safety of driver and passenger airbags. This stuff of dreams? Not anymore.
Like it? Loved it.
The new Grand Prix Sport Coupe.
Savoy Pictures presents Robert De Niro in his directorial debut. A devoted father.
This is my son, not yours.
What are you going to do, fight me? Must battle the local crime boss.
Is it better to be loved or feared?
I would rather be feared. It's fear that keeps them loyal to me.
For the life of his son.
I ain't afraid of you. Well, you should be. You stay away from my son!
Robert De Niro, A Bronx Tale, rated R. Now playing in New York and L.A. Starts Friday nationwide.
Businessmen are coming to their senses, their fashion senses. Because during the JCPenney Fall Wardrobe Sale, they're finding tailored clothing that doesn't cost a crazy price. They're discovering Stafford & Hager business wear that makes good business sense. plus a selection of other sensational suits. And check out these shirts at 15 to 25% off. The fall wardrobe sale. To those who care about dollars, it makes perfect sense.
I wish it were darker so I couldn't see my skin. Pitch black would be nice.
Relax. You wash every time, every day with Noxzema.
You really look great.
Thanks. For healthy-looking skin, your face belongs to Noxzema.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of catching an icy cold wave. Woo! It's a big one. I'm hanging 10. I'm shooting the curl. Woo!
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
A puzzle. With so many stomach remedies around, how do you know which you can take for heartburn? And for diarrhea? And for upset stomach? You take Pepto-Bismol to relieve most any common stomach problem, heartburn, upset stomach, and diarrhea. So who needs anything else? That is a puzzle. Pepto-Bismol's the only one you need.
Welcome back. Well, for the past 2 weeks, we've been telling you about the new film Bopa. So before she left on assignment, reporter Kathy Andrews did a real-deal report on this South African drama.
Hi, I'm Kathy Andrews, and I'm standing in front of Pogo's African Clothiers in Adams Morgan, Washington, D.C. What better place to talk about Bopa, a South African film starring Danny Glover and Alfre Woodard. It's a story about family struggle, pride, racism, and love. It's about a father's dreams that go unfulfilled and a son who's trying to find his way in the world. Now, Arsenio Hall took a lot of chances when he executive produced this film. Not only is it a film about South Africa, untried territory, but he also allowed Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman to direct it. Let's take a look at this powerful drama.
Maybe we should rest.
I don't want to rest. I want my life back.
Hey, just calm down.
I don't want to calm down, Mika. This isn't supposed to happen to me.
Hey, it's my job.
I don't care about your job. I care about my life. I care about my family. I care about my family. Every night I lay awake in that empty bed while you bastard shot. I didn't break your law, policeman. Why am I being punished? Why am I being punished?
I'm checking out the African cuisine here at Bucom Cafe in Adams Morgan, Washington, D.C. Check it out when you're here. You'll see some of that cuisine in the movie Bopa. Now, the power of this movie lies with the family, their ability to love one another in a very desperate situation. We give it 3 ticket stubs. It's a very powerful movie. Check it out at your local theater. And that's the real deal.
Good report, Kathy. And from South Africa, we go to Jamaica and the true story of 4 men whose dream was to compete in the Winter Olympics. So just how do people from a hot climate practice for a cold weather sport? Take a look and see.
All right, the key elements for a successful sled team are a steady driver and 3 strong runners to push off down the ice. Ice! Ice!
And it's kind of a winter sport, you know.
You mean winter as in ice?
Baby?
You mean winter as in igloos and Eskimos and penguins and ice?
Possibly.
See you.
Where you going?
I'm gonna take a hot bath. I'm getting cold just thinking about all this ice.
No, man. You're gonna be part of my bobsled team.
What you need me for?
Who is the best push cart driver in all of Jamaica?
You're looking at him.
Then you gotta do it.
No!
Well, Cool Runnings opens nationwide in theaters on October 1st.
And that brings us to our Cool Runnings contest. Now, all week, we've been giving you the opportunity to win prizes by correctly answering one question. question. What do you have there?
Well, we got some incentives to make you want to play because this is the jacket you can win.
Oh, this is
Show them that
very
lovely jacket.
nice. It is
It's an
lovely.
Adidas windbreaker. In addition to the jacket, you can win a sport bag. That's the jacket right there.
Nice
You get
collar.
a T-shirt. You get a cap. This is a cap.
You want to put that on, Harold?
Why don't you put it on there?
Oh, maybe not. I'll hold it.
This is a T-shirt.
Oh, that's good looking. The colors.
Kind of sporty. Nice bright colors. And, of course, you get a soundtrack, too. This is the bag.
Not to mention the bag. Now, all you have to do is answer this question. In what year did the Jamaican bobsled team compete in the Olympics?
Send your answer to Screen Scene, 1899 9th Street Northeast, Washington, D.C., 20018. And we'll add the answer and the winners in 2 weeks.
And we'll be right back, so don't you touch that dial.
Hey, I'll try Sunny D.
Some good stuff.
Hey, 2 kinds of Sunny D.
Some kids love the rich, tangy taste of original Sunny Delight, but other kids prefer California style with its lighter texture and smoother orange taste.
I'll take original. Make mine California. Hey, wait up.
Sunny Delight, original Florida citrus punch and lighter texture California style.
Is this whole thing a big joke, or do you really expect these Jamaicans to qualify?
Sometimes it's not about winning.
You have no business here, Jamaica.
Sometimes it's not about losing.
They've got to get into that split.
Sometimes it's only about making the attempt.
Just trying to be the best I can be.
Inspired by the true story of the first Jamaican bobsled team.
Watch out, world, the Jamaicans are coming.
Walt Disney Pictures presents Cool Runnings.
I am feeling very Olympic today.
Rated PG. Starts Friday, October 1st.
Creative cooks come from all over to compete in the annual Q-Fest. These cookout kings and queens are masters on the grill. To beat competition this tough, it takes a great cook. And to beat tough, greasy food stains, it takes Tide with grease releasers. An apron stain with barbecue chicken only gets this clean with mini regular powders, but Tide gets it completely clean. So for tough, greasy food stains, go with a winner. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Hershey's Fifth Avenue. It'll make you go.
2.5 hours with their lights on, and Die Hard starts them all.
In 2 decades of demonstrations,
After 2 months on a frozen lake, the Die Hard starts.
you've seen the awesome starting power of the Die Hard battery. Now it's even tougher. Introducing the Die Hard Weather Handler, built to handle the extremes even better. Now get a great introductory price, only $49.99. You save $10 through October 2nd. America's #1 battery just got tougher.
Start playing to win. Call the numerology hotline now.
What are my lucky numbers?
Anthony Searles got his lucky numbers from the numerology hotline, and he won $12,000.
I call for my lucky numbers every week, and I've won the lottery 7 times.
Clarence Howard called, and he won $2,500 the next day.
She told me my lucky lotto numbers, my lucky day, even the best time to buy my ticket.
Change your luck. Change your life. Call 1-800-621-3737. This call is free. Adults only.
Angela Stribling's wardrobe provided by Cachet. Harold McCoo's wardrobe provided by Zeidler & Zeidler.
That's going to wrap things up for this edition of Screen Scene, but thanks for watching.
And we're going to leave you with the group many of us grew up listening to, the Isley Brothers.
And until next time, remember, if it's on the screen...
We are definitely on the scene.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
This week, BET News takes a look at New York City Mayor David Dinkins. Will his political troubles keep him from being re-elected? Also, a look at the new welfare reform. BET News, Friday at 6:30 Eastern. America's favorite junk man, Fred G. Sanford, will keep you laughing on the one and only Sanford. It's coming up next.